That nerd show? Yeah, well, we're that nerd show to emphasize how important we are. We could be the, but we decided to be that nerd show.
Which I like.
Yeah, we're just nerdy. We talk sci-fi, comic books,
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But we do deal with a lot of indie and drama. So
Sci-fi and comic books.
yeah. So there is one question that we always ask everybody, and I'll get to that at the end of it. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Endgame and the fact that you're dealing with a chess team in Texas.
Enrico Rodriguez is the lead.
Yeah, and you're how
He's a comic book character.
how did this story come about?
The story came about because the script was given to me by someone who had lived in the area and wanted a positive message to come out of there. And so I was living in LA and I had already done another low budget movie that was distributed by Lionsgate. And so when it was given to me, I thought, okay, it has I rewrote the script, I researched it, and I thought once I found out the true inspirational message that was happening in Brownsville, Texas, I thought I have to tell the story. And so I went and I rewrote the script. I went down there, I talked to the community, and we just rallied everyone behind it. Because I used to be a guidance counselor, so I wanted this message.
Oh wow.
Yeah, to get out into the world, and I thought they're a perfect representation of how you don't really need money. You just really need the community to rally together to make a positive outcome for these
Well, that's the
kids.
point of having a community. I think a lot of people tend to forget that.
Exactly. So they did, and so now Brownsville, Texas is the chess capital of the U.S.
See, I didn't even know that. I mean, and I graduated high school in Texas, and of course it was football, and you played chess on the side,
Right.
and that was it.
Yeah.
So I mean, to have a nationally ranked chess team in Texas, that does kind of boggle my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
But now, do you know a lot about chess, or do you know a lot about chess now?
I know a lot more about chess now. I didn't know, but what we did is we hired the chess coach who started the whole thing. We hired him as a chess consultant.
Okay.
And so he trained Alina and all the other talent and everyone too.
All right. So here's a chess question for you.
Okay.
What's your opening move? Do you
What's
start?
my opening move?
You start with the queen or king's gambit like Bobby Fischer would have done?
No. There's kind of a little disagreement in the film about to use your queen or not use your queen.
Oh.
I think opening move is maybe one of your pawns. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
If you like searching for Bobby Fischer, you'll like this movie.
I like anything chess. I try to play a lot of chess.
Oh, you're kidding? Oh, you should check it out. It's at 8.
Oh no, I'm actually going to be checking that. I may not do it tonight, but
It's also tomorrow at 4:30. Wait, if you have a screener, we have a new version today. Yeah, you don't
Really?
have, yeah, seriously, it's much better. I wouldn't even watch the screener. I would try and make it today or tomorrow.
I like how this is my interview, and you're like, no, you should come and you should check this out.
If you know, only because you like chess. I think
I
you'll
do.
appreciate it more. If you didn't, 10-minute, 11-minute difference in a movie won't make.
I agree. So tell me a little bit about your character.
I play Danny. She's Jose's best friend, who is played by Enrico Rodriguez. She's tough. She's tomboy, but she has a really good soul. And then she kind of throughout the story, she goes through some stuff, and she just really has to find herself and find how to deal with all this.
Do you see a lot of yourself in your character, or?
I try my best to find similarities, and that helps. Just relating to the character as much as I can. So yeah.
I think you do. I think that's a big part of the reason why I cast her. I felt like when she came in, she had that very serious, mature energy.
I think the biggest difference is I'm pretty girly and Danny is not girly.
Right, that's
She's
true.
not girly at all.
Right.
So yeah, that was one of the
So you had to kind of break out of that girly mode and play a little bit more of a
I
tomboy.
was telling my brother, teach me how to walk what do I do? So that was fun.
Well, you're on the red carpet, so you get to go back to being girly and cute and all that for everybody. All right, so this is a reoccurring question on our show that I mentioned earlier. If you, and I'm going to start with you, if you could play a superhero, who would it be? And would it be a villain or a good guy?
Actually, I have my own superhero.
You have your own superhero.
Yes, her name is Pink Shadow.
Nice.
She's like my alter ego. I created her when I was 8. She has a pink wig. She comes from a different planet, and she's kind of like a dorky superhero. She doesn't. She thinks she's like cool, but she's not. So yeah, that's mine.
Actually, I think that's very cool. We do Superhero Week every summer where people get to invent their own characters, and it's a lot of fun. So I like that, Pink Shadow. Now the question to you is if you could direct one, and I think someone's already pitching you what you should be doing next.
I already have the answer to that. My ultimate character that not only that I relate to, that I want to direct the movie is Wonder Woman.
Nice.
So I'm putting it out there because I think it can actually happen.
Yeah, we do have this on camera, so there's a little lobbying going on, and that's quite all right. So, yeah, it is time to kind of reboot Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and like she's got to be representative of a modern top woman who really wants to make a change at a higher conscious level.